What felt like the first big challenge for Thomas Tuchel's England came to be perhaps a defining moment in his era in charge of the Three Lions, as England came away from Serbia with a 5-0 win, leaving them on the cusp of qualifying for the World Cup. So far under Thomas Tuchel, England have been winning, but they haven't been exciting. The disconnect that was felt towards the end of the Gareth Southgate reign, despite his side reaching the final of Euro 2024, seemingly continued under Tuchel, but then in Belgrade a real change was there for all to see. Following the mediocre 2-0 win over Andorra at Villa Park, there was little optimism ahead of the toughest test of World Cup qualifying away against Serbia, and yet England shone and showed the world just what they are capable of, with less than a year to go until the World Cup gets underway in the United States, Canada and Mexico. Certainly though, supporter opinions on England and Tuchel pre-match were less than positive.
I'm excited but also nervous because I think Serbia are a really good team.
Yeah. I mean, same boat. I'm not feeling too optimistic with Tommy Tuchel so far. It's not been the nicest football to watch, boys. We've won the competitive games, so that's all that matters at the end of the day, doesn't it?
Not overly confident, tough place to come, but it's good atmosphere so far. Distinct lack of England shirts compared to a normal trip. But we had a few beers in town with a load of locals yesterday, and it was all very well-mannered and behaved. But yeah, not too confident for the result later, but probably take a point.
I think it's a bit low and people's expectations aren't really very high, but obviously we've won 302 goals, haven't conceded, so I don't think it's as bad as people make out to be, but I think if we get beaten out, I think people will start asking questions, so it's not a very good one.
Inside the arena, England lined up without several of their stars who had dragged them to Berlin last summer and started without much potency. But when Harry Kane headed home from a corner just after the half hour, the Thomas Tuchel era sprang into life. Soon it was 2 as Noni Madueke burst through to score following good work from Elliot Anderson and Morgan Rogers. Goals number 3 and number 4 came courtesy of England's centre-back partnership of Ezri Konsa and then Mark Gay, who both stabbed the ball home to give England a commanding lead. As the end approached, Ollie Watkins was brought down in the box and after a VAR intervention, a penalty was awarded, which was subsequently dispatched by Marcus Rashford, leaving Thomas Tuchel pleased with proceedings in Belgrade, although he insisted that even this performance was not perfect in his eyes.
No, I never set limits to my thoughts, and we play the game how it plays out, and we were very strong. I think it was teamwork in its purest form. We helped each other out. We had the right intensity in the right moments. We put the work in to not allow one shot on target for a strong home team. And if you want to do this, you need to support each other. You need to play disciplined and keep the intensity up. This is what we did, and players did excellent, so full credit to the team. We had, I told you before, we had a brilliant week from start to finish, and this was the proof of it. But for today, it was a very, very good performance. I just can repeat myself, we had a brilliant week, and I told you yesterday, I see what I see and I feel what I feel. And I'm just glad for the players that they could show to the fans, who were excellent, by the way, and to you guys and our fans at home, what we're capable of and how this team worked together and was together in this camp. That's what I'm most happy for, and yeah, it was a very good performance with a perfect result.
This felt like the moment that Thomas Tuchel got a grip of England in terms of how he wants them to play. Perhaps the lack of stars helped in some regard, and playing players suited to their roles and not shoehorned in, as has often been a problem for England in the past. Some of those stars will, of course, start at the World Cup, but they will fit into the system properly. After all, Tuchel was brought in to win the World Cup. There's still a long way to go, but this may well have been the first step to getting there.